Morning everybody, so we're on day 4 of top tips for truth about the core, and today I'm talking about sit-ups or any flexion which is coming from the ground. So I'm going to use today a half foam roller, but I'm going to explain to you, you don't need a half foam roller, but you need to understand if you're doing sit-ups, where you're doing them from and why you're doing them. Now we've got something called what we call the xiphoid process here, which is at the bottom of the sternum. And if our body is bent forward all the time, what happens is you get a depressed sternum. So you get very, very depressed tissues in the front of the body. And as a result, you end up with more rounding or more kyphosis in the thoracic. Now, of course, you can restore them all the time, but you need to choose your exercises wisely. Remember, Krishnamacharya said, adapt to the individual. So there's no right or no wrong. It's adapting, like everything in life, the attention and intention to the person. So when somebody comes to me at my studios, or if I'm doing Zoom or whatever I'm doing, I look at the person in front of me. It's no good getting them to do a series of asana or a series of exercises if it's not right for the body. Look at what they need. What needs more length? What needs more space? What needs more strength? So coming back to the floor now. So sit-ups, we used to think build a six-packs, but they actually will only build a six-pack, and they're not going to lie, it does look good if you've got a low percentage body fat, and that's going to depend on the person. There's actually no functionality to a six-pack, so although they look fantastic, there's no functionality. And the constant flexion of doing flex things on machines in the gym or from the ground just builds more rounding through the body, which isn't really functional for everyday life. Remember, everything in life is already flexed. So doesn't matter what you're doing, if you're working any sort of flexion from the floor, and this is not my preference at all I'm doing for me and my body is increasing more sternum drop, more depression in the front body, and more rounding in the back body. So this is the way I teach. So I'm going to use a foam roller for an example here, and I'm going to put it on the thoracic spine. I'm going to interlace my hands are going to make a hammock, and I'm going to press down through the feet. Now I'm going to drop back, and the weight of my head is going into that hammock. Now this is fantastic because I've now got elongation of the tissues and the fascial lines. I'm taking them out of the comfort zone, and I don't really like the term stretch, but they are elongating or pandiculating the opposite way. And then when I go into my flexion, they've got somewhere to come from and to. And that way, the pressure from the roller going on the thoracic spine is going to help me to open. Now, I can also do this on a Swiss ball, but if I'm doing any sort of flexion, I want to come from extension first, passing through the normal plane and going into flexion. So that's my top tip of the day, everybody. So adapt to the individual. We're on March Madness now, and I'm seeing beautiful Pilates repertoire from around the world, perfectly done and perfectly executed, which is absolutely fantastic, which is what the Pilates method is, showing the full exercise. But what I'm saying is now, adapt to the individual. Look at the person in front, because one size does not fit all. And we know this now from health wellness. So enjoy your day, everybody. If you want to know more, sign up for my course this weekend. It's my CPD anatomy course. This Sunday, UK time, 1 till 4 time, truth about the core. We're going to be doing infant development, diet, chronic inflammation, looking at the organs, looking at the gut-brain reflex, and so much more. And it's going to be recorded, guys, and available for 7 days. So if you can't make it, sign up. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.